Hello everybody, welcome back to our series of lectures on Access. We are doing the second last topic today, which is reports. Now where you will find this is you go to Blackboard under Content, make sure you're on the right subject, scroll down and you will find there Access Reports Practical. It's going to be quite a short lesson today, but just watch and you will be able to create the form after this lesson. I'm going to open the Access Reports activity, and there are two documents here I need to download. The first one is the questions, which I'm going to download and open that. We'll take a quick look at the questions now. What they would like us to do is to create a report. Now, a report in Access can be created from either a table or it can be created from a query. The purpose of a report, I had in one of my previous lessons an example that a purpose of a report would be an estate agent that is renting houses and flats. And your boss can come to you one day and say to you, please create me a report of all the people that have not paid their rent. And then what you would do is you would go into Access, you would create a query, and you would create a report from that query. So we can create a report from a query or just from a table. You have two choices there. You will see now during the lesson. This activity exercise 8, we download the database and we are going to use the report wizard to create a report that will look like basically the following. Now please be aware, depending on your version of Access, your report might look a little bit different. That is nothing to be concerned about, as long as you are able to create the report and choose the relevant styles. Okay, let's download the database and begin. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm downloading the database. Let's open the file. I'm going to keep my questions on the side here so that I am able to see them while I am working through the activity. Okay, my database is open. Please remember once again the security warning to enable that. Options. Enable this content or you will not be able to work. And if you have a look, this is again the GSPAR database actually, and here is our clients table. And then we have our clients query, which we created a while back in a previous exercise. I'm going to keep both of those closed so that there is nothing open. Now to create your report, we go to Create. Now be very careful here. There is a report in Design View, which is the more difficult way of creating it. It's not the way that we're going to use today. And you also will find there a report wizard. We are going to use the report wizard to help create our report. Click on Begin, and it's asking you what would you like to use, a table or a query. For this lesson we would actually like to use the table. And from the table I'm going to select just what I would like to show in that report. And it is title. I want the first name. I want the work number. Sorry, I do not want the first name. Correction. It's title, package, surname, and finally price in that order. So my form will contain only the selected fields. I'm not taking all the information out of the table. I'm taking some of the information out of the table, and the purpose of a form is to make the data easy to interpret, and that is why I'm not including the things that we would not want to know. So as per the activity, I've included title, package, surname and price. You click on next, and you would be able to group this form by any of those fields. My grouping options is grayed out on my Access. I don't know why yours will work. All you would click on is you would click on grouping options and you would group it by title. I'm going to choose next. Now it says, what order do you want for your records? I would like to sort them by surname in ascending order, which is A to Z. Once again, I click next. And you have different types of tables. If you have a look, it's going to change here on the left as I choose them. Columnar, tabular, justified. If you have a later version of Access, you will have block as well. And then we have our options of portrait or landscape. I'm going to leave it as tabular, and I'm going to leave it as portrait, and I'm going to make sure that this is ticked. Adjust the field so it all fits on one page. I'm going to click next, and depending on your version of Office, you will have all these different styles that you can use. I'm going to leave mine for today in the default Office style. Once again, once you've chosen your style, you click next, and then we need to give the report a name. So you name your report here at the end of the creation of the report, and this one is GSPAR report. And finally, you can click on finish, and your report should open. I've added in an extra R there by mistake, but effectively here is your report, and this is what you would print and give to a customer, a boss, whoever is requiring this report. And there is our title, there is our details sorted, and if you have a look under all Access objects, we now have here a table, we now have here a query, we have a report, and one can also create a form. So remember the Access components that are tables, queries, forms and reports. Right click as usual, save, right click, close, and you will see your report. Make sure that you are viewing all Access objects. So I've ticked here all Access objects, and then all my tables, clients and reports are going to show up. I'm going to double click on that report, and it shows up, and it is just a friendly view that I can print for somebody showing that information. I will very quickly delete this report and go through it once more for you guys. Right click, delete. Okay, if you have a look on the left, there are no reports that exist. I'm going to go create. Please remember, use the report wizard. I'm going to choose the table. I am going to choose title, package, surname, and price in that order. Just those 4 items. I choose next. I cannot group on mine, but you will be able to group on yours by title. I'm going to sort the data in ascending order A to Z by surname. I accept or choose my options here. Make sure you adjust to fill all the fields. I choose next. I choose a style. I choose next. I give the report its name. and you can click on finish, and there is your report. And once again, we do have layout view where you can adjust items to suit your needs, and we also have design view where you can also adjust to suit your needs. So if your text is not fitting in, you can either go to layout or design view. I'm going to go to report view. Now for example, I don't like this big gap here, so I'm going to go to layout view. I'm going to have to do this in design view. It's not allowing me to do it. You can fiddle around in these design view and layout view until you are able to format your report. Please be aware of all of these options on the right hand side. I'm going to go again to layout view, and particularly if text does not fit in, you can adjust it so that your text would fit in and fit neatly on the page as needed. Students, finally I want to save my report, and I'm going to close my report, and effectively that is today's lesson. So to recap, what we are creating is a report. A report can be created from a table or a query, and a report is a summary of the information that you have chosen that you would give to your boss or a customer or somebody, that they can have a look at the data information in a friendly manner. And that is basically the end of the lesson for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.